Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle. For those of you who don't know me, hi, welcome. I'm so glad you stopped by today. I did change the location of where I'm filming, so let me know what you guys think of that. I am going to be talking about a lot of things today, as well as doing a kind of tutorial on this look here. I'm going to insert a picture there. Because I posted it in a makeup group that I actually help run and kind of started. I'll link that down below if you guys are interested, because who doesn't like to talk about makeup? So we're gonna go ahead and get started. First off, I just want to start off, I do have my notes here, so if anyone's wondering, I have notes and things here that I might read off of, just so that my words don't get jumbled and so that my thoughts are coherent as I'm doing this. So first off, I want to start off with, everyone feels beautiful in their own way. Everyone has different things that they're attracted to, different expectations, different life experiences, and it's totally fine. Like we have things that are different, and that's, what I think is okay. What I am going to be talking about today is society's need to capitalize on what they deem beautiful or pretty, and how damaging that can actually be with kind of thinking about just society's norms and society's beauty standards. I mean, there's a lot of things that I think young girls kind of face and kind of are hit with constantly that, as we get older, they might not affect us as much, or they might follow us into that stage of our life. And I think it's kind of important to talk about these things. One thing I've noticed with working with young children, and it is a common kind of thing, I'm going to be going into the Modern Renaissance palette, by the way, and I'm going to start off with Golden Ochre, is that oftentimes I've noticed that women, especially, tend to, it's because a lot of women work in that industry, but tend to kind of look at young girls and go, oh, you're so pretty, and then they'll go over to a boy and, oh, they're so smart, they're so strong, they're so independent, they're so this, they're so that, and we'll name different qualities that, boys and girls can both have those qualities. There's nothing saying that they can't. And so I always have had a hard time with that kind of thing in the line of work I'm doing. Yes, boys are smart, but so are girls. Like, I think that's something that needs to be kind of said to a girl, especially young ages. I'm going to go into Warm Taupe now. Just because, I don't know, I just feel like it's not being said enough, and I think that's kind of sad. It's kind of like devaluing the fact that girls have brains too, and we can be smart, and we can think of things, and we can do things, just as much as a guy can. So that's kind of like where I'm at with that. And I've also kind of been thinking about how women talk about other women, because it's kind of shocking that a lot of women will base their conversations off of what other women are wearing. And I mean, I'm guilty of this. These are things that I've kind of really had to check myself on, because, it's okay to tell a little girl, oh, you're so pretty, but that shouldn't be the first compliment you give them. It shouldn't be what they value themselves on. And I think in this day and age with Instagram and all the social media, a lot of young girls are valuing themselves on their looks, and if they are pretty enough, and if they are pretty, then that's what will get them through life. And I think that's kind of sad, especially given that there are so many opportunities for women to advance in certain careers and certain things. It shouldn't just be, oh, they're so pretty. So next I'm going to dip into this shade. This is my Beauty Glazed Impressed You palette, and I'm going to use this shade here. So I'm just going to take a smaller kind of crease brush here and use that. I think that women, just for ourselves, we need to kind of check what we say to young girls and kind of really think about what we're saying and how we're handling certain things, and that it's not just based solely on their looks, because that is really damaging and really hurtful and really, you know, that's not where their worth is. That's not where everything should be focused. So I'm just kind of running this into the crease and on my outer V and kind of onto my lid. But I don't know. It's been something I've been kind of thinking about and kind of really taking the time to assess in my own life, like making sure that, you know, I'm not just doing things because I want to be a certain way, or I'm trying to follow a trend or whatever, you know. And especially being somebody who is a part of the makeup community here on YouTube, I think it is very important that we kind of take our time to really think about the things that we say, especially because a lot of teenagers and a lot of young women are going to be watching these videos, and kind of, you know, not rely so heavily on being that beauty is important and that is where everything lies. I like makeup because it's a creative outlet. I like that we can express ourselves and that it doesn't always have to be pretty. Makeup is an art form. Art can be beautiful, art can be ugly, art can be, you know, all kinds of things. So I think with expressing ourselves through makeup, it doesn't always have to be the standard of beauty that everyone's expecting with makeup and with just beauty in general. And I kind of like that about YouTube and about just all of that, is that you can express yourself in so many ways. I'm going back into Cypress or Golden Ochre and Warm Taupe and kind of blending all of that in. But I think that it is, you know, important that there are other things to help girls build their self-esteem and to really kind of not focus so much on being pretty all the time or being what everyone expects them to be, because that's not life. That's not real. There's more to it than that. That's just kind of my thoughts there. And I don't know if my thoughts are coming across or whatnot, but I am really kind of, you know, wanting to make sure that here on my channel, I'm not just valuing everything on beauty. I'm not just, you know, beauty, 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 beauty. And I know I run a makeup YouTube channel, but there's more to makeup than that. There are men involved in makeup who are amazing and do it for various different reasons. Makeup, for a lot of people, as I've said before, is a self-care thing. There's more to makeup than just, you know, going in and doing it because women are supposed to wear makeup. There's a lot more that goes into it. There's a lot of, you know, people who say things like, oh, you're not a good feminist if you wear makeup, which that cracks me up because that's not what feminism is about. And before I hear anything, I would label myself as a feminist and would label myself as somebody, oh, I'm going into Cypress Umber now, which is this shade, and I'm going to deepen the outer V. But I think as somebody who calls themselves a feminist, you know, there are some things that are going to start being discussed on my channel, and if it's not something that you're completely okay with, I completely understand that. But beauty, women, girls, people of color, things like that are, you know, important things to discuss and important things to kind of not shy away from. And that's kind of, you know, where I'm at with all of that, is I can't just shy away from these thoughts and these things that have been going around in my head, and kind of, you know, really wanting to help people in kind of different ways, and to support women of color and to support women in general. I mean, that is something that needs to be done, is just being supportive and just understanding that our words do have impact and our voices can be heard and things like that. So that's kind of really where I'm getting. Next, I'm going to go into this shade and I'm going to work that into the inner corner and up into that kind of, onto my lid, up into, I don't know what I'm saying. just to give myself a little shimmer and kind of blend. But I'm also going to bring that shimmer down. But I don't know if my thoughts are making sense. If they're not, I mean, let me know down below. I just think that there's more to beauty and makeup and life than just a girl being pretty. And I don't know if that makes sense to a lot of you where I'm trying to go. I hope it does to some of you. Because there is a lot more to life than just a girl being pretty. There's a lot more women are capable of, and you know, I just don't want to see young girls kind of turned into these society's version of beauty and just like beauty robots. I'm going to go in with this kind of pencil brush, and I'm going back into this shade here. This is where things get kind of fun and sparkly. But yeah, if I'm not making sense again, just let me know. I just had a lot of thoughts that kind of came to me, and I was like, you know, I'm going to do kind of a get ready with me tutorial all in one because a lot of people wanted to see this look. And yeah. And kind of, you know, just get my thoughts out because they're all in my head, and that's just not a place they should always be sometimes, if you know what I mean. Especially when they're thoughts like this that I should really be bringing some awareness. Okay, Hot Mess Nest MUA, this is for you. My stretch around the back of my head to pull. Oh man, she has comments on that, and I did that for you. But I guess what I'm really trying to say is that I'm going to start making kind of content on my thoughts about different things in the beauty industry and what I think about it, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, if I think it's problematic in some way, you know, things like that. So I think that will be interesting to kind of for me to do here on my channel. I'm gonna go in with the Tarte Lash Paint here. And for anyone wondering, I am just trying to use up as many of my Tarte products as I possibly can. So this should be fun. Okay. Really digging this teal kind of thing. So now I'm going to contour, highlight, put blush on, do all that stuff. And then we're going to have fun with the lips. So what are some topics you would like me to discuss or bravely discuss? I have a few ideas. Some are kind of feminist and some are, you know, just thoughts about the makeup industry as a whole. If you want me to do something specific, let me know. Especially if it has anything to do with, you know, kind of what I just talked about with young girls and beauty and, you know, where all of that kind of fits in. Okay, now we're going to highlight the heck out of my face. Oh, I love this palette. So I think I'm going to use Ethereal because it's kind of a mermaidy look and I'm feeling very ethereal and I don't know. That's really even how I'm feeling. Now I need a smaller brush because I kind of want to do try to make this pop a little more. I kind of like that little touch. Okay, so now is the fun part, because I'm using two things from AOA Studio. I'm using this AOA Wonder Matte in Lit, and then this Diamond Lip Gloss in Mermaid, to kind of do that very glittery, very in-your-face kind of lip. So we're going to go ahead and do this thing. Also, one thought I had is how women feel like certain colors are not wearable out, or that they'll be judged by other women, by just people. I say wear what you want. Like, after this, I will be walking out of my house with blue glittery lips, because why not? The thing with this lipstick is you kind of have to build it up. Okay, we're gonna let that dry a little bit, so we're probably gonna chat here. I guess what I'm trying to say with all of this is, like, if you feel beautiful doing something, if you feel good doing something, do it. Like, if you want to walk out of the house with a blue lip and like crazy colorful eyeshadow, do it. Like, don't let people stop you. Don't think that, oh, this isn't pretty, this isn't what beauty is, this is what people are expecting. I think that sometimes the unexpected is like the best. I also think that, you know, we just need to kind of think about what we're saying to young girls and putting in their heads, especially with all of the social media driven content that are just showing beautiful, perfect women doing certain things. And I just don't think that is an accurate representation of women. I mean, get young girls involved in different things and let them have their own interest outside of what the norm for a girl is. Which I don't even know what that is anymore, because girls can do whatever they want. And if you don't think so, then I don't know what you're doing. It's 2018. Come on. So I just kind of pat this lip gloss on, because I really want the shimmer to be all over. Now we're going to do the top lip. Oh boy. Also, who cares if your boys play with dolls? That's the whole side note. A whole other video I want to do on that. While I'm doing makeup, of course. My lips are so glittery. I'm in love. I actually really do like this look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that my thoughts weren't as jumbled as they kind of came out. I just think if a woman looks or like she's, you know, just evoking confidence and just very confident and is beautiful, maybe compliment the confidence. I mean, there's something beautiful about being confident, and I think more women need to be recognized for being confident, for being bossy. I don't take bossy as a bad thing. I am very bossy in my job, and I know that. But I think, you know, women evoking confidence is beautiful and what society should be looking at. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Thank you, and bye!